Hey everyone, and welcome back to the GPS of Vuelta a España. In stage 5, and first off, if you don't know, GPS has changed the minimum distance for a perfect score, around maximum distance. Uh, Basically, the distance for a perfect score has increased from 15 to 25 meters, which means we do get perfect scores from 10 meters further away, but it's not going to apply in the Vuelta. It might change in future um, versions of these races, but not in the current one. Anyways, we had stage 4 last week, the time trial, which is one of my favorite stages. It went a lot better than the one in Marseille. That was in Tour de France. If you haven't checked that out yet, go check it out after this. Uh, that one didn't go too well, but as we'll see here, last week's from Barcelona went a lot better. We have profiles of stages, which we'll look at in a second. As we can see, the winner is Max FI. Um, we have Mr. Blue and my Formula G teammate, Laban Greb, in second and third place. I am just behind him in fourth place, and Plucky is in fifth. I would have been in third place. Actually, I would have been in second place, but because of the 15 second penalty, because even though I got a perfect score, I was 18 meters away. I did pick up 15 seconds of penalties, which dropped me into fourth place, which is unfortunate. Um, as you can see, I didn't win any of these rounds. Timmy just about beat me out in round 4 by 1 second. Uh, which again is unfortunate. I was hoping for the extra points there, but it's just 1 point. We can make that up. Um, Good enough. Uh, yeah. So this is the route for the stage. We started in El Prat de Llobregat. We go along the port Zona Franca, which is where I had a bit of trouble. We would go through Montjuic, I think it's called. I don't really know. Uh, and then we sort of went back. This is where we went by Camp Nou. This is one of the buildings, I think, by Gaudi or something. And then finally, the Sagrada Familia, which is where one of the stages was. And that's also where I think that I lost um, 15 seconds on one of these two rounds. So we have that. Again, Marjus, there's the location up on the hill. But anyways, that doesn't matter as much right now. Uh, we have all the classifications as well, which I'll open up here. First up, we have the stage one where I'm in fourth, as you can see. Uh, Really, everything is pretty close by up to 16th spot, where it's like 9 minutes, and then there's a bit of a drop off there. Um, However, I believe I don't know about the time limits on this. Uh, but the thing is, because it's a time trial, all the time differences are doubled. That means, um, for example, Mr. Blue would pick up 42 seconds times 2, so 84 seconds of penalties. Not penalties, but the time difference would be about that much, and so on and so forth. Which means some of the players who were near the front, we might actually be able to get past them. This is the overall ranking. We retain our sixth spot, but we open up the gap from Xander and the band grab behind us. We are closer to Plucky, and I think it is feasible to fight for third place here, even second or first if Max FI or Minor Ultras have a bad week. Um, Assuming we don't. Other than that, it's going really well for our team, as you can see. Bosch Hans Gruber, I think it is. We've got third, fourth, and sixth spots. With our last finish should be on below. So at the bottom, But luckily, team rankings only depend on the three fastest people in the team, which means, well, up front, we increased our gap from the other teams from about 11 minutes, 11 and something, to almost 26 minutes, which is amazing. We're really opening up that gap, which is great. Um, the general classification, we have the points classification, where from my fourth place, I picked up some points. I'm now 13 points in, tied again with my Formula G teammate and with Lucky and Mr. Blue. Uh, and yeah, we also have a lot of points for the team. Not that it makes a difference for team rankings, but I definitely think we can fight for some of the top spots this time around. Finally, the mountain stage. No mountain classifications last week. We still retain the 6 points. It's great. Anyways, this week we are we have another stage which is around a mountain. This one we're going to be in the Pyrenees, all the way in the north. In the Tour de France, we visited this area for 2 stages, possibly 3 stages. I don't remember exactly. But those are on the north side of the border, around Andorra, around I think Pau. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, this time we're going to be on the other side. We are going to be starting in La Ciudad de Gel or Hell. I have no idea. Uh, I know Spanish, but Catalonian evades me. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna be near Andorra. We'll have some climbs over here, and then we'll arrive in Aragon, the region to the west of Catalonia, and we'll have last time at the Alto de Ampriu, near Pico Aneto, which is here. Not the hardest climb with an average slope of 4%, but 24 kilometers of climb and 1 kilometer more at more than 10%. Again, we have a profile of the stage, very mountainous, and as you'll see, we have 3 different mountain stages. 2 second categories, 1 first category, which means we're definitely going to be in some of these steeper areas. I'm positive the first category climb is going to be near the end over here. Second category climb would be maybe one over here and one either here or here. Anyways, the stage is also about 200 kilometers long. We can try and map this out. So we have this is the starting point. We start from here and we end near at the Alto de Ampriu. Did I type that right? None of these check out. Where is the Alto de Ampriu? It's gonna be near Pico Neto, so I can probably look for it here. Uh, that's weird. Why isn't it showing up? Um, uh, maybe just Ampriu. That is weird. Uh, yeah, we have that. I'll just figure out what it is, and I'll come back in a second. I'm just gonna pause the recording, and I'll see if I can figure this one out. Okay, so I've just done a search, and it turns out, yeah, so the Pico, sorry, not Pico, Alto de Ampriu is near Benasque, over here. So directions to here, and where's the starting point again? Let's see the okay. Yeah, this is a rough route we have. We have about 200 kilometers. This might actually speed route we have around the pyramids. I would normally put avoid highways, but that doesn't make much of a difference over here. So yeah, we have a rough route that we're going to be taking for this. Uh, Out of this, I would say it's not going to be it's going to be fairly difficult, especially because we have to figure out where all the curves are, um, and it's a lot of this will look very similar. So it's going to be difficult to tell where along this entire area we are. Uh, yeah. One thing I want to do is see these sort of areas where you have a lot of hairpin turns. They might have numbered turns, like we saw in France, I believe. Like this area, it doesn't look like the turns are numbered. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. I did use that um in the Tour de France, where we had if the map wants to load. I'll give it a minute like that. So some of the climbs on the way to Andorra, I believe, had numbered turns. Um, or they might have been on the other side near the Lucia. Uh, yeah, but they're really useful. They were also using the Giro d'Italia, which I didn't record, unfortunately. Uh, but yeah, we had a stage that went by here. My map isn't working very well, but yeah, the Stelvio Pass has numbered turns as well, which were really useful for some people. Yeah, we have a rough route of the stage. It does check out quite a bit. I know Orpheus likes to um, sort of roundabout routes, and this matches even the distance pretty well. The good thing is there's not many roads through this entire area, or at least not many that connect back to each other. So yeah, that means you can be fairly certain about the route you're going to take, except for like in the towns themselves. Yeah, we have that. I'll come back in a sec with the actual round. Okay, here we go. So a bit of the idea of the stage. Round one is going to be the second category climb. Round two is going to be the first category one near the end. I'm fairly certain. Round four, second category, and round three is going to be the sprint. So round five is going to be the only normal round for this stage. Now, the round with the most forward location is rewarded with points. Again, I am fairly certain it's going to be round two actually. So even more important to do that. Yeah, let's hop into this. I am recording. Yes, I am recording with a 4K display now, which means there might be lags. I'll see how my computer handles it. But yeah, we are ready to go. Okay. Uh, that's not useful. Again, this is Spain. So we should try and look out for the signs that tell us which specific road we're on. That's not what we want. That's a speed limit, but that is N260, which is right here. We're past it, so like that, 360 kilometer 363. If you can find the name of a town, that'll help even more. We are heading southish, but with the curves more east from our starting location. So that's something to keep note of. 362. So it's increasing as we go west. Now the 260 seems to start somewhere there. So I think the area we have is about right. Um, Again, if we have a sign for any town that is going to help. Uh, yeah, the only thing is because this area is a bit more like, never mind. Noales, Denoy, uh, Noales, Denoy, and Castanesa. Did we see any of those? Um, Castanesa is right there. Okay. So, those are the place where you turn left off the road. Okay. Castellon de something is 24. Uh, Castellon, that's 24. Uh, Coming up to this or this maybe. Oh, we're entering no album, which is it's right here. Okay, so this is where we've reached. We started back here somewhere. Go back. This curve goes around like this. That seems to check out. Just to check, this goes around, goes back straight ish, and then it comes around. So I think I have the right location, 7 meters. That's a 5K. Could have been faster, maybe. I think that 4K thing I was mentioning earlier might slow down, but we found no others. Could have been a bit faster in actually like locating all that, but I'm not gonna complain. It's possible maybe we would have found it faster going the other way, but again, we have a 5K. That's great. Round two, this is going to be the first category one and possibly extra points for being the furthest round. So it's going to be important. Yeah, this definitely looks like it could be the main mountain near the end. It could also be the one place where I did like drop the pin earlier. Although the more I look at it, the less it seems. So um, this is actually something that might stand out on the map already. So the go near Benas, uh, that like it might have been this, because we sort of didn't go all the way back on the hairpin turn. We're going south. It turns off to southeast. It's going pretty straight south. Okay. Uh, okay. I think it might be better to search for the sign that tells us what road we're on. There was a sign there. I'm not sure if it was going to be that useful. That's not what we want. There, left. Okay. We're entering it from the north. There, left. Oh, we're like in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, this seems right. Go back to the start. Um, what has happened done? Uh, maybe this. Let's see. If we go up, it starts going south of it, which would match with that. Oh, but if we go here, it curves the other way out of it. Okay, so this is the curve. Gonna zoom in to make sure I have the right spot. 7 meters again. That's another 5K. Again, people were probably quicker, but especially if they like scouted out the area. But yeah, I thought we might end in Banaf. I was wrong. We'll end in Sedler. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay. There's the Ampriu. It doesn't show up on the like if you search for it, it doesn't show up, which is weird. But yeah, 5K. Can't complain. Uh, I do think if we went in the opposite direction, it would have taken us longer to find where we were. The good thing we went and saw the sign for Sedler. Okay. Um, round three then. This is gonna be a sprint. So let's see how we do. And road C147A Salah speed River. Okay. Uh, Unfortunately, I have no idea where to search all of this. Salah de Payas. C147. Uh, C makes me think Catalonia, but Salah de Payas. Uh, the name of the sounds weirdly familiar, but oh, I should have checked that. We have water to the south. Uh, maybe that. Okay, so I'm definitely not doing well on this, but still gonna go for the perfect. So La Pobla de Seguro, oh, C13. Okay. C13 is here. Uh, I don't think it's the longest of roads. Uh, La Pobla de Seguro and Talarn and Trem. Uh, where are these? C13 starts here and like ends there. The C13 doesn't exist anywhere else as far as I can see. Uh, okay, but I think the location I have does check out. Yeah, it was not. Oh, well, crap. I've just blown my lead. Like, not lead, but the 7 minute lead I have is gone. Unless um Xander also messed up. But he didn't. Oh, that sucks. I thought we'd take that route up. We didn't. And the T13, of course, continues there. Oh my goodness. Nothing much to do but continue. Just soldier on. Oh, but that sucks. It was bound to happen. This season was going all too well. And, well, that's like 10 minutes gone off the lead. L551. There's Trump. It shows up really far out. But yeah, this is all the way in the south. L500. At least um time limits are capped at 10 minutes per round, which means my time for that round is going to be like 13 minutes. But it means I can only really drop behind one person on the, or one or two people on the uh, ranking. Not finding all that much here. There was this castle that's up on that hill, but I'm going to have a real uphill battle to be able to come back from this. None of these are labeled, uh, which, oh man, I wish I could have a do-over of that. Please feel free to click off the video right now. I'm just gonna be lamenting that one bad round. Call their boy service. I feel like I saw that earlier. Oh, talented boy. Okay. I guess we took a route down here. So let's see 1311. Looks like L 150, no, 511. Stallion, Stallion, like that. I don't know why I clicked on that round. I wasn't 100% sure about that, but okay. Maldonado is Sono. Let's see if I spot Isona around here somewhere. Coldenado. Okay. L511. Voltstol. Okay. And Isona is there. We came from Isona, roughly. And Stalin. Okay, so we have this. A big curve down the north, and there's a bit of a road at the end. Southwest, south again. Could be that. After this, it goes west, south. It takes a while before it starts turning north, but it slowly does turn to the north, where it goes farther straight. So that doesn't seem like it. Uh, this maybe? Mm, no, no, it doesn't really turn back to the north. All about souls. I'm just trying to be careful now, I guess. We could be here actually. Uh, okay, so this is the junction we made. So yeah, we might actually be here. Both of these seem about right, but I don't think this one's a bit closer. Uh, I think 7 minutes, but honestly, search. It goes around, it goes a bit across, and then curves back. So I think that happened. 5K. Yeah. This is gonna continue. Okay. Casa controlada. Túnel de view. Okay. I feel like this might be something that shows up a little further out. A place called View. It's not a long tunnel though, actually. Oh, N260. Kilometer 339. Oh, I should have remembered where the other round was. I think it was like 320 something. And that location, was near Pobla. It was, it, it was near Nuala. Okay. So we should be further down, maybe this one new something. Okay, let's go the other way. Definitely got a lot of hairpin bends here. Oh, Malta on LV521. Okay, wait, not here. LV something. We're looking for Malpass, which 5134. Let's go up to the junction. Pobla de Segur, El Ponte Pobla de Segur, El Ponte. Ponte Suez is probably thought. Uh, we're somewhere on this stretch. We're looking for the road to Malpa, which it's gonna be difficult if we don't know where Malpa is. Oh, but we have a tunnel here. Don't know if that's it. Oh, Ponte Suez is there. Never mind. Malpa. L521. LV521. There we go. That's still the real Yamata. The tunnel doesn't seem to show up on the map though. Okay, we have a road going off to the. Okay, we're like there then. It leads to the west. Yeah, that's 5K. Oh, we didn't get a perfect score, which sucks. Yeah, that puts us in 18th. Hmm. Yeah, 22 minutes. If you look at perfect scores itself, so many people faster than me. Maybe not a few if they're like 80 meters like here, but even then, that time would still be plenty fast enough. And on top of that, you have to add like the 10 minutes of penalties. So Yeah. This one 64 meters, they'd probably stay ahead. 818, yeah, Labanga would still be ahead. Which does mean the 10 minutes of penalties, assuming even they get as many penalties, I'd end up in 8th, which means we'd really have an uphill battle to fight. Uh, People ahead of me, Lucky, Mr. Blue, Jackie S. As you can see, Mr. Blue, Lucky, Jackie S. Commander and Ultra, Xander's right behind me. They've done really well. Uh, hmm, I just wish we could have gotten a perfect score on the sprint. Uh, I mean, who would? But yeah, that's gonna do it then. This is gonna be a stage I'll want to forget. I'll see how I can do it. Yeah. Also, where does Orpheus drop gasoline? Ah, of course, San Marino. Of course. But yeah, that's gonna do it then. I'll see you all for the next stage, which has to go better than this.